our fifth and final episode for the Central Consultation. We have Mereani and Rosemary representing the Suva Division. Hi, ladies. And they would be talking about unemployment. So could you tell us what changes would you like to see in terms of unemployment in the Suva area?
Yes, unemployment is a big problem in our area, and I'd like to emphasize and ask the relevant stakeholders to dialogue, because unemployment becomes a big problem in the society and at home. It gives us poverty.
Well, for me, I speak on behalf of the youth group that I attend, that is part of church. First of all, I would like to see having equal employment opportunities, gender-wise, and also if the minimum wage could also be increased.
So what are you facing right now? What's the issue that you see and that is currently happening? Is happening because of unemployment?
Yes, how those families are affected because they can't cover the cost of their living. Because only if one person is employed in the family and they have a couple of children, one wage would cover their cost of living.
So they tend to look to other means?
Yeah, then robbery and stuff are taking place, which is really not good for us.
Well, from the youth group that I attend, in our youth, I see that there are the youth in my community nowadays, instead of looking for more jobs and just trying to go out there and do something with the job opportunities that are being offered. A lot of youths nowadays are tending just in the evenings, sit around a bowl of grog, get together. You know, it's not a really way of moving. It's not a way of moving forward. It's actually just moving backward. People are more relaxed. The youths of nowadays are more relaxed. This, I think, is because the elders or maybe the work organizations aren't doing enough to actually employ many youths, or actually just give them an opportunity. Just let them know that jobs are out there, or at least give them a try, or at least increase more voluntary opportunities for youth that maybe aren't qualified for these certain jobs.
I'd emphasize on that we can help women to run small businesses, example canteen and sewing, etc., to get self-sustainable, to help with the family's income.
Okay, so that's how you think women should partner with the relevant authorities to provide more employment?
Yes.
Okay. Mereani, how do you think women should be part of the solution?
I think, speaking from the youth group and women's group in church, I think we can reach out to, as it is stated in the national budget, Ministry for Women and Children Poverty Alleviation, 52.2 million, including 1 million for Women's Plan of Action. Maybe if they could reach out to that, and also if they can ask them to actually just come down to where women are and speak more on how more jobs, or at least just give a little bit of training or workshops, just to let them know that there's more jobs out there. And for youth, the ladies, the young youth ladies, for ministry and youth, the total is 22.5 million. 2 years back, the youth group that I attended, we actually wanted to come in register under the under the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and we brought in the church name. Soroptomist is a Methodist Youth, and the reaction we got from them, we were not happy about it because they actually pointed out to us that we cannot use the church name when you're running in the government. You have to change the name of your youth group, which was a big problem for us because we came together from church, representing the church as a group. And for that, when we were told that we could not register under that name, we had to change the name of the group. Many of us were affected by it. They kept saying that, why cannot the government and the church work together? This was, it led to us not even, we continued from there and we did not register under the National Sports, Youth and Sports Ministry.
So what does it mean if the group is not registered, and why would you want it to be registered in the first place?
We wanted to be registered in the first place because we had heard about what they could do to youth groups. A lot of us aren't employed, so we thought that maybe the the Ministry of Youth and Sports would also help us because we had a lot of athletes in our youth group, and this could be a way for them to step forward, to be recognized. And since that did not happen, it was either or situation. So we just went there, and especially for them, because we were willing to name the group another name, give them the group another name, but they felt it was unfair because they found out about this through the church, and they wanted to continue holding the church's name. But since that was not granted, they kind of felt that it was just unfair for the rest of the youth.
So basically after that, the group just broke up?
No, the group is still going strong. But we've also managed to work with other organizations, also hold up workshops. In the past few years, we had a sort of a training about being how to be peer educators.
Okay.
And then that comes under the Ministry of Health. We had a lot of youth turn up for this one. It was really helpful because as the youth, they were also they were being more informed. As youth, you get into a lot of trouble. But they were being more informed about HIV, about protection, about sex protection, and all of these diseases that can come up, about teenage pregnancy, what to do or where to go if you're really scared, like to turn up to your mom and dad. That's another thing we also do.
So basically, you're saying that if the youth are more involved in terms of programs such as that or within their youth groups, then unemployment wouldn't be so high.
Yes.
So if people are unemployed and they're unable to make ends meet, what do they do? What do they cut back on in order to make that work?
I'll advise cut back on luxury items, such as going to movies and makeup, jewelry and all that you can.
Okay, Mereani?
For youth or families, you can buy food for youth, especially, or the Ito case. Fathers tend to spend a lot on yagwana, smoking, holding festivals or family functions. Together with this, you have to think as a leader or a leader of your own family, you have to think water bill rises, electricity bill rises. So I think we'll have to cut back on, hosting many of these functions for youth, especially because one thing we like to do right now and nowadays is just to spend time drinking, catching up with friends, going out here, going out there. We actually are losing that grip of how to save money. The youths nowadays.
Okay. And so, what do you think they should do if they're cutting back on certain stuff in order to make ends meet? What are the alternatives?
Well, they can do backyard gardening and just do small businesses, do sewing at home instead of going and buying in the shops.
All right, thank you very much. That was Rosemary and Mereani representing Suva, talking about the issue of unemployment and how they see fit this issue could be solved in the coming years.